Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for joining me on our YouTube Berrybook channel. So I've got a very cute little 4.4 for you today. This is a 2011 car in Connaught Green, not to be mistaken with British Racing Green. This is a Morgan colour. You've then got the black wire wheels there. God, look at those, especially with those twin-eared spinners. They look so cool. Some of the little details you can see there, you've got Union flag badges. You might not be able to notice, but you've got side exhaust on here, which is super cool. We'll talk about that a little bit later. A luggage rack and the spare sits on top of that. Really like the look of that. It looks so good. And look at that inside. We'll talk about that again in a minute as well. That tan leather, gorgeous. Really nice, cute car. Doesn't this colour just pop in this car? Now with this car, you've got lots of different types of covers. There's a storm cover, indoor cover in there as well. Interior. Thought I'd just show you what this car looks like with its roof up. It looks really cool, actually. I really like this roof. Although it is the more traditional type, it's simple enough to put on. I have got a how-to video if you want to learn how to do that. Now, really like to take this car for a drive, so why don't we pop in and take it for a quick spin? Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, these cars are very different from driving your standard modern car. However, get it right and they are absolutely fantastic, especially on nice open roads. Soon picks up speed, get a nice noise, gives you a little bit of a thrill when you stick into a corner and accelerate. And I'm only going 50 miles an hour, so it's not like a hooligan at all. It's just a nice responsive drive. I really do like the 4.4s. For me personally, I think they're enough, especially on the roads. You know, you get caught in traffic. All you need to do, pop it down a gear and there we go, you've got that noise, you've got the little zip. This car only came in this week, so I don't really know it yet. Haven't had enough miles on it to get used to it. I kind of love it already. This car's got a side exhaust, so it is just below my right ear. So you really can hear it. It's quite a nice noise actually on this one. Let's see what... Now you do have to be careful around little lanes like this because you never know what's around the next corner. Could be a tractor, could be a person, could be an animal. Get a little bit of a stretch you're away then. It's been so nice, you know, we've had no rain in the last 5 days. The roads have dried out, it's been warm, no risk of ice. did come down here recently, there was ice at the bottom of this road, and the car I was in actually span, which was reasonably scary, but I did keep it under control. I wasn't going ridiculous speeds because it was icy everywhere. Now I know this road reasonably well to come down here quite a lot, so it would be very tight corners. Now, after all, this is a sports car. It may be 1950 style, but there's a modern engine under that front. This is a 1.6 Sigma engine made by Ford. Ford gearbox on this particular car as well. They did change that a little bit later on. It soon picks up speed. There's no slouching at all. And that's why you don't drive like a nutcase, because you never know who is around. Just got to have respect for other road users. I know there'll be lots of people on YouTube saying, wow, wow, we rule the roads in cars, but it's not true. You've got to look after the most vulnerable. And you know what? We're in a Morgan. People smile at you, which is nice. You wouldn't get that smile if you were in a, what's that, some generic German car. People are happy to see a Morgan. Brings back memories for people. A lot of people's uncles, aunties, granddads had Morgans or classic cars or remember cars from the 30s, 50s, 60s. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of nostalgia. And that's what these cars are all about. Though they do give you that modern feel. And this one is a 2011 car, this one here. So, yeah, let's not beat around the bush. This car is, 13 years old. 20,000 miles, so brilliant miles. But it's you got a little bit of that modern technology under a classic sort of car as well. There is wood, I've got wooden steering wheel here. Me personally, I like the steering wheel to be a little bit thicker. It's personal preference at the end of the day. So you know that it's going to be reliable because it's got that nice reliable engine underneath it. And Morgan have always been their coach builders who pick proven engines. When they were making these cars, they were handmade, and you got traditional chassis underneath this car. You do have, as in all of the four-wheelers, you still have the wooden frame that metal skin sits on. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a squeak there. So there's still, this may only be a 1.6. But there's still that little bit of a wheel spin in second gear as well, if you decide to drive it like that. Now we've got a bit of speed under the wheels, it's nice and light. Obviously that would be very different if you're trying to do a parking manoeuvre. They are a little bit harder. But that's the nice thing about the 4.4, it's easy to park because it is a light car. There isn't a huge amount of weight over those front wheels where obviously the steering comes from. Don't forget, all the power comes from the rear wheel of these cars. They're all rear wheel driven. You know what, the ride in this one, there's some bumps there. This is a pleasure to drive. It really is a pleasure. So you could be stuck in traffic in one of these little boxes, or you could be having a little bit of fun in a car like this. Because it is a modern engine, it's actually really fuel efficient as well. Unless you put your foot down. I feel this. You've got a heater in this car as well, which you can actually feel it. It uses obviously the heat from the engine. Should be up to temperature by now, so I can feel it on my feet. So on a nice crisp day where you do need that little bit of extra warmth, then it is there as well. And there we go, back into Exminster, home of Berrybrook. Getting that side exhaust is great fun on this car. Well, there we go, we are back to base. So if you are interested in this car or any of the cars that we have, please feel free to email me, phone, or best of all, pop in and see me. Glad to show you around the cars that we've got here.